Alright, so this is day 29 of going through my journal. The quote for today is, "One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain." And the question is, what are a few songs that bring a smile to your face the moment you hear them? What song has the most meaningful lyrics you've heard that touches your soul? And if you're journaling along, just pause the video and take a few minutes to respond, and I'll be back here in a second with what I wrote. Okay, so my response, which I don't know what I put, but I think I have an idea. Yeah. I can't think of any songs off the top of my head. For me, songs hit differently depending on my mood and what I'm going through. For instance, I have a breakup playlist saved that I don't often feel the urge to listen to. When I do feel the urge, I'm generally in one of two moods. Number one, I'm feeling sad and want to feel more deeply and cry, or I'm feeling empowered and ready to move on. There's a mix of songs on the playlist, so I skip to the ones that are most fitting to my mood. Something that I'm finding strange is that there are songs that I loved when I was younger. Like, I would play them on repeat for days. I said days, I mean, there's some of them like months. Now I hear some of those songs and I cannot understand why I used to like them. I also remember saying / thinking that I didn't really listen to or focus on lyrics. It was more about the rhythm and the beat. I think for some songs it's still that way, and I think the songs that pick me up and make me feel good are like that, but there's also a deeper feeling to those songs whose lyrics and melody match the emotions I'm feeling at the time. So yeah, I guess like in response to the quote where it says, "One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain." I guess I disagree with that, because there's sometimes that like music can make the pain even worse, but it can kind of like help you get through some things. So maybe that's what that's referencing. And yeah, like talking about music is a weird thing for me, because I think part of the reason I don't like small talk or like meeting new people is because, like, what's your favorite music? What's your favorite movie? You know, or what type of music do you listen to? Like, those are common, like, initial getting to know each other questions. And I don't really have answers to any of those. Like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? What makes you you? What kind of describes who you are? And I don't, like, I've never stuck with like one type of music. Like, it's always been pretty varied. I mean, when I was younger, I guess it was kind of like I don't know, the top 40 or whatever, just whatever I was exposed to. But yeah, like it's always changing. And like I said, I could have one song. I don't have any like music or songs that have been consistent over a long period of time that have been like my favorite and that always like hits well or hits the same way for me. So I don't know if that's a weird thing, because I know there's like some people that are just super obsessed with bands and seem to have been for like a long time and can just like consistently listen, but I've got to have like a mix going. And even sometimes my mix doesn't satisfy me. Like, I used to, for a while, I would get on YouTube and I would just be finding all of this different random music. Like, that's one thing I don't like. I don't know if I'm the only one who's noticed this, but YouTube's algorithm has changed for several years now, because there was like several years ago, I could like pick a song on YouTube and start playing it and then just have it on autoplay, and I would come across like all this other music, and I would normally find lots of other things that I'm like, oh, well, this is cool, but now it's like whenever I play a song, it just keeps playing like other videos that I've watched before, like other music and stuff that I've watched before. and it's not really giving me a lot of new stuff. And I find that with videos as well. Like, it's not easy for me. I used to come across all these different topics, all these different videos, and now it's kind of like I've got to search out specifically what I'm looking for. It's not really recommending me a lot of new things, and I don't like that, because like YouTube was really exciting for me for several years, just because it was always sending me new stuff. But so yeah, like if you're talking about people being in like their own bubble in terms of what the algorithm is, you know, I can see how that could happen, but I personally, unless I'm just weird and unlike most other people, I feel like that's a detriment to YouTube, because I get bored of it pretty quickly and I get off of YouTube. If it was always giving me new stuff, I used to be on YouTube a lot more because I was always getting this new content, and now I'm kind of switching over to TikTok because TikTok is doing that. It's, you know, they say the algorithm gives you what you want, and I don't know if it's figured out that my brain is like always looking for new stuff, and so that's what it's giving me. But I seem to always be finding more interesting things pop up on TikTok than on YouTube. So yeah, and I mean, I think that's the same way. And I haven't been listening to a lot of music lately, and I think that's why. I think I haven't been exposed to a lot of good music, and every once in a while I'll get on YouTube and I'll try to look up like Billboard Top 50, or, you know, just to see what new music is out. And most like new songs I find off of TikTok or Instagram that people are sharing in the reels and stuff. So I don't know, but it's been a while since I've really had music that's just like speaking to me, and I feel like that's unfortunate, because I feel like I used to feel a much stronger connection to music. I used to like go on long drives and put on music and just be able to kind of escape in it, and it's been a while since that's been the case for me, and I kind of miss that. But I don't know. I do find that there's like different times that I still kind of get that feeling again, where I'm like, man, I want to listen to music, and I'll put on some music while I'm cleaning, and it'll just like really feel right. But it's becoming less and less, and I kind of don't like that. But I don't know what that means in terms of my evolution. The fact that I'm not, like, music isn't enough to stimulate my brain to just kind of entertain me. Now it's more like videos, and I haven't found like a lot of podcasts that I can listen to. I'll get into some of them for a short time, but again, it's just like I just miss having like YouTube videos that will just like be really different and crazy, and it's like I've got to actively search them out, and I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on music. I'm sorry I don't have anything more specific. I'm just not very specific, I guess. So I'll be back tomorrow with day 30.